good morning, good afternoon, good evening, those of you on TikTok, YouTube, and Facebook platforms. I am T. Clay. Walk with me. We're in the book of Jubilees. Yes, the book of Jubilees. And that will be chapter 12. Yes, we certainly thank the Most High for a most beautiful day. Yes, in North and South America, it's wintertime, but well, in South America, it's equal to Africa because it is a part of Africa, and the northern part is a part of that in Africa are the same. North America, Africa, and Canada, part of the same, yes. Yes, it's all the same. And you say, how could that be? Well, the fact is that if you look at the map and the way it fits, common sense is how could that be? And when the land did split, who was left on it? None but the people that were on those continents from the get-go. So in South America, you had people that were of a darker brown hue. We don't go with black because black is not your color. White is not your color. But anyway, darker brown hue. And then you had those that came from Mongolia on the Bering Straits, and you had parts of India. Some of them came through there, and they reclassified themselves as the original people when the original people really were killed, wiped out, and reclassified as Negro. But anyway, let's get into it. Let's pray. We're going to pray the prayer of Abram, our father Abram. Yes. And if you want to, I adjure you, for those of you who can, write it down, copy it, put it on a poster. Do those things that will remind you to ask God to protect you in this day and time. Let us pray. Deliver me from the hands of evil spirits who have sway over the thoughts of men's hearts. And let them not lead me astray from thee, my God. And establish thou me and my seed forever, that we go not astray henceforth and forevermore. Yes, we thank God for all his mercy, and that we go not astray into idolatry. There's so many things that lead us into idolatry, and this is basically how it all started. Idolatry. Men wanted to see. They wanted to make what they see. They wanted after their own image, after what they think that it should be, and found out it wasn't nothing but evil spirits. So some of the things we think that is not. But there's a way that seems right unto a man, but the end thereof are the ways of death. Yes, this is what the Word of God says. Now we're going to continue. And we're going to thank God. We thank God. We thank God. We thank God for those of you who have been with us from the beginning. Those of you who have just came in. We thank God for those of you who have just at the brink yesterday. We thank for the newcomers. We thank God for you and those of you that are about to walk with us in this journey of reading these books they call forbidden. And we give God the glory for you, and you. It's an ongoing situation, an ongoing thing, but we endeavor to have something for you each and every day as deemed possible. And we thank God for you. Yes. All right. Now, the book of Jubilees, chapter 12, verse 21. And he said, I shall return unto Ur of the Chaldees, who seek my face, that I may return to them, or am I to remain here in this place? Now he's ready to move out. The right path before thee prosper in it, in the hands of thy servant, that he may fulfill it, that I may not walk in the deceitfulness of my heart, O my power, O my God. Yes. And he made an end of speaking and praying. After he had prayed all this, he made an end of speaking and praying. And by the way, we're going to start off with this prayer each and every session, the prayer of Abram. Now, And behold, the word of the I am was sent to him through me, saying, the angel of presence is talking to Moses about Abram, okay? Get thee up from thy country. Now, this is what the angel of presence have said to Moses by direction of the Most High. See, some of us, prophets don't necessarily receive directly from the Most High. Some do, some don't. Many don't. Many, it is God delegates, the Most High delegates an angel or one that is in his presence to go to a certain person or a certain people or a certain place. And they deem it God when it's really an angel that's in his presence. So this is the angel of presence. These are holy angels that have been before the presence of the Most High and mandated to deliver that person or word. Just as Daniel, an angel present, went to Daniel and gave him even the visions and the dreams that he had. Now, and he made an end of speaking and praying, and behold, the word of the I am was sent to him through me, saying, get thee up from thy country, from thy kindred, and from thy house of thy father, unto a land which I shall show thee. And I shall make thee a great numerous nation, and I shall bless thee, and I shall make thy name great. And thou wilt be blessed in the earth, and in thee will all the families of the earth be blessed. Now, this is something. You know, we say, this was not put there. He said, in thee will all the families of the earth be blessed. He's talking about all the nations, all the people, all colors, everybody be blessed. Did he say salvation? No, because everybody don't need to be saved. He said blessed, made happy. Because of what? Because of what is about to happen. And he says that I shall bless them that bless thee. See, this is one thing about you wonder, you under chastisement. You say, why is the enemy more blessed than we are? Why? It depends on what you calculate as blessing. Your blessing is that you come to the knowledge and you begin to do those things that please the Most High. That's your blessing, O Akobi. That's your blessing. Those of you that are in the lower parts of Jacob, in the lower parts, in the southern parts of the heathen period. This is where Shem is at. Really, that's where Shem is at. He's not in the middle or in the north. His lands are in the south. Yes, it's kind of weird, but that's what it is. But either way, he said, I will bless them that bless thee. If you're a child of the king, or if you're one that follows after the way of the Most High and following his commandments, statutes, judgments, and laws and ordinances, he will bless those that bless thee. He said, I will curse them that curse thee. There you go right there. I know what this means firsthand. But anyway, in verse 24, I shall be a God to thee, and thy son, and to thy son's son, and to all thy seed, fear not. When he says that, he said that was perpetual. I ain't saying come from no woman. He's talking about the man, the seed of the man. That's unchangeable. The woman has no seed. It only becomes her seed when the man deposited it in her. That's it. Because she has to nurture it from there. But the seed of the man, he said, what he says, I will be to thee and thy son, and to thy son's son, and to all thy seed. He's talking about the sperm, to all that sperm that make it into that egg. That's what he's talking about. To be blunt with you, for some of you have got short memories and short definitions and something. I don't know where you get it from. But he said, fear not from thenceforth. You cannot change the seed flow. You can call it DNA, whatever you want to call it, whatever. I mean, the devil is a lie too. They didn't even have to go. They understood the simplicity of what the Most High is saying. He's saying your seed. That's what he's saying. He said this to Abram. In other words, you cannot change that seed. You can change women, you can get all kind of women, but you cannot change that seed. The only way God deals with it is he tells the woman inherits the blessing by the man putting the seed in her, just as Sarah. The promise was given to Abram, but Sarah carried the promise. No other woman. Hagar didn't even carry the promise. Come on here. Now, let's get it here. And all you trying to be perpetrators want to be Israel, want to be Egypt and all that. You are fools. They all, God knows those who he made what and when and where and how. You can't fool God, neither the angels. How foolish can you get? You deceive your offspring, you deceive your daughters and sons. Oh, you're Egyptians, you're Israel, you're Jacob. You're a liar. You're a colonizer. That's what you are. You stole the land that you're in, whether it be before Christ or whether it be after their so-called Christ. Because we still don't know how, when they put land at that mark, we still don't know how old the land is in that area. Now, he said, and curse them that curse thee, and I shall be a God to thee and thy sons. Now we're gonna skip to 25. And the I am, God said, open his mouth and his ears. This is what he said to the angel of presence, that he may hear and speak with his mouth with the language which hath been revealed, for it has ceased from the mouths of all the children of men from the day of the overthrow. Now, what is the day of overthrow? That was Babel, confusion. Yes, when mankind's language was changed all over the world. And I opened his mouth and his ears and his lips, and I began to speak with him in Hebrew. Take that H and that W, throw it in the trash. Hebrew. See, that's a colonizer change of the word. That's Yiddish. Hebrew, in the tongue of creation. Now, you find out what Hebrew is. You're going to do your own homework. No, you're not going to sit up there and listen to me all day and not do your own stuff. What's Hebrew? In the tongue of creation. And he took the books of his fathers, and these were written in Hebrew, and he transcribed them. And he began to henceforth to study them. What they call Hebrew, that you understand, is nothing plain but Yiddish. It's all it is. It's close, but that's not it. The meaning's sometimes the same, but many times they're off. And I made known to him that which he could not understand, and he studied them during the 6 rainy months. And it came to pass. Now, this guy studied 6 months. Abram studied. And it came to pass in the 7th year of the 6th week that he spoke to his father and informed him that he would leave Haran and go into the land of Canaan. See, the land of Canaan was his land anyway. If you read back, and as we read back, we found out Canaan dwelt in a land that was not his, and thus Canaan was cursed. To go into the land of Canaan to see it and to return to him. See, God, some of you hierarchy people, you may be listening, you may not. Your people went into a land that was not theirs. Your people went into Palestine. Your people went into Lebanon. How can a colonizer make war on another colonizer that colonized the land that none of them own? Palestine, Lebanon. That's not your land. That's not even the land of those that even say they're theirs. But either way, it's wrong that you should kill your brother like that, because both of y'all about the same. Anyway, all the Palestinians, all the Lebanese, and you look in the book from Anubantu and what's his name, Gert Mueller, History of the Hebrews, and those that called themselves Muslim. Matter of fact, it was a man that was of the descent of those that have even wrote the Koresh language. put it to letters. There was no chorus language. A black man wrote those letters. He invented that alphabet. Come on here. That ain't your land. You took those people and you put them out, and now you call them Huda. Not your land. Palestine. I'm not even talking about those who in Israel. I'm talking about Palestine. Not your land. Egypt, not your land. You're Arabs. You're colonizers. You're no different than those in the other Western nations. Even worse. Get out of here. God got your number. He's going to get you. You can call on your whatever you want to call on, or whoever, the M, the A, or whatever. It don't matter. God's going to take you by the hind parts and throw you and swing you just like the Hulk swang, what was his name? Thor, and slang him left and right. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. And that land, even all the earth, shall be given back to God's people. And every nation that liveth during that time will pay homage, will bring offering, even unto the Most High. You think you got away with it. Your young'uns think they're the ones. Your parents lied to you. I don't understand how you did it. But anyway, let's continue. And Terah, his father, in verse 29 says unto him, go in peace. Yes, he says, go in peace. May the eternal God make thy path straight, and the I am be with thee, and protect thee from all evil, and grant unto thee favor. Don't like the word grace. The only reason I don't like the word grace is because the fact is it's a word that people lie to themselves on. You have no grace from God, apart. Because he says grace by faith, grace by confidence in God. You cannot have grace if you don't have any faith in the Most High. There is no favor. Even in your own testament, did not he see the faith of those that were talking to him, and then they marveled at it? And he gave them favor to be healed. And that wasn't even God. But the fact is, God marvels at your confidence in him, even to your own demise, if it means that. And he said, may the eternal God make thy path straight, and the I am be with thee, and protect thee from all evil, and grant unto thee favor, mercy. He said favor again, trying to trip you up before those who see thee. And may none of the children of men have power over thee to harm thee. Go in peace. And they didn't. With Abraham, Abraham was good at it. God took care of him. And if thou seest a land pleasant to thy eyes to dwell in, then arise and take me to thee, and take Lot with thee, the son of Haran, thy brother, as thine own son. And the I am be with thee. And Nahor thy brother leave with me till thou returnest in peace, and we go with thee all together. Yes. Now, Abram is starting to see the land that was really allotted to his people. The land that was stolen by Hamites. The land even those of Mizraim and Egypt told him, that now you call him Egypt, but it's Mizraim. Told him, you are cursed with a curse. You mess with that land. This not the one we got by Lot. Your land was all the way to the west. In other words, his land was all the way, Mizraim and all the land of Ham was all the way to the Sea of California, the Pacific Ocean, or Atlantic, whichever that one is. But either way, that's what it was. And with that, you take what God gives you and you own what God have allotted to you. And with that, we're going to say peace.